They jump higher than anyone else. They dive faster than anyone else. They train harder than anyone else. And yet, most people only notice when they fail. Volleyball players are athletes built for precision, timing, and split-second decisions, but the glory, it rarely shines on the hours of sweat, the bruises, the silent sacrifices. It shines on the point that slipped away, the block that didn't land, the spike that grazed the net. If you've ever loved volleyball, you know the truth. It's a game of millimeters and milliseconds. Every set, every serve, every dig can change the match, and every error feels magnified. Every match is a mental battlefield. The court is small, but the pressure is enormous. Teammates rely on your perfect timing. Opponents exploit the smallest gaps. Fans analyze every touch. And social media, it's ruthless. One failed serve, one misreception, one blocked spike, and suddenly the world knows your name for the wrong reason. The clip circulates online. Commentators dissect it. Memes appear. Armchair analysts debate your choices. And your confidence, painstakingly built over months, can crumble in seconds in 2025. This pressure is only intensifying. AI in training now tracks reaction speed, jump timing, attack angles, and fatigue patterns. Teams can predict tendencies and prepare counter strategies with data. Yet, all the stats in the world can erase the fear of being the one player who lets the ball drop. Volleyball isn't just a physical sport, it's a test of mental endurance. Players learn to react before the ball is even in motion. They anticipate patterns, read opponents, and adjust positions in microseconds. But despite their skill, they carry the invisible weight of constant expectation. Picture this, it's the final set of a championship. You've already played 90 minutes of grueling rallies. Your legs ache, your shoulders scream from repetitive spikes and blocks, your hands are taped, swollen, raw from countless passes. The opposing setter launches the ball high, time slows. Your teammate moves, your mind calculates angles, your body leaps, and your hands just miss the ball. The point is lost. The crowd groans, social media lights up, with your failure in slow motion. And just like that, your effort is invisible. That's the harsh reality of volleyball. Your successes are fleeting, your mistakes are permanent, replayed endlessly in highlight reels and online clips. But it's not just the public scrutiny, it's the physical toll. Volleyball players in your punishing jumps, shoulder strains, knee pain, and constant wear on joints. Landings from high blocks can jar the spine, repetitive spiking can tear ligaments, and the risk of career-threatening injuries is always present. Training is relentless. Morning sessions, evening sessions, weight rooms, plyometrics, agility drills, hours of serving and passing. And then the mental conditioning. Sports psychologists help players manage pressure, maintain focus, and build resilience. Yet the mental strain is often heavier than the physical. The mental health revolution in pro sports is real. Players now have access to counselors, meditation techniques, and mindfulness exercises, but the combination of expectation, injury risk, and social scrutiny still creates an enormous pressure cooker. Imagine recovering from a grueling practice only to scroll through your phone and see your missed reception trending online. It's not just a mistake, it's a public judgment. Your confidence is under attack from thousands of strangers who will never understand the effort it took to even be in that moment. Despite all this, VOLLEYBALL players keep returning to the court. They push through pain, fatigue, and doubt. They jump again, they dive again, they spike again, because volleyball isn't just a sport, it's identity. It's teamwork, communication, instinct, and courage. It's the locker room jokes after a tough session, the silent understanding of teammates who've endured the same struggles, the moments when everything clicks: a perfect pass, a clean spike, a block that saves the set. Modern volleyball demands both physical precision and strategic intelligence. Players study opponent patterns, learn tendencies, and make instant adjustments mid-rally. The court is a chessboard of split-second decisions, and one wrong move, one misread trajectory, one delayed jump can cost the set, the match, the season in 2025. AI helps players train smarter. Sensors track fatigue, movement, and reaction speed. Virtual simulations mimic opponent strategies. Nutritionists optimize recovery. Yet, when the ball is in play, it all comes down to human reaction. And humans make mistakes. Every match is a test of limits, not just physical, but emotional. Every serve, spike, dig, and block challenges confidence. Every whistle reminds players that the game never stops, even when bodies scream to rest. Burnout is real. The mental and physical toll is relentless. The long hours, repetitive training, and public scrutiny combine to create immense pressure. Yet the love for the game keeps players coming back. It's those fleeting moments of brilliance, the perfect dig, the unstoppable spike, the point that turns a set around, that fuel the obsession. It's why players endure the pain, the stress, the endless hours, because those moments justify everything. But the truth is stark. Being a volleyball player really does suck at times. The sacrifices are immense. The attention rarely comes for the right reasons. Every day demands everything, and the spotlight only notices failure. And here's the part the highlight reels never show: the locker room after a tough loss. The silence between teammates. The ache in your legs, shoulders, and hands. The frustration that builds when every effort feels invisible. It's not just the physical pain, it's the emotional toll. The moments of self-doubt. The fear that your next mistake will be replayed, analyzed, and judged by thousands online. Even in 2025, with AI tracking and advanced analytics, nothing can shield a player from the psychological strain of high-stakes volleyball. Players endure relentless physical pressure. Jumping hundreds of times a week strains knees, hips, and ankles. Repeated spiking wears down shoulders. The constant diving and sliding leaves bruises on shins, forearms, and elbows, and yet, the game demands they push through it all. The mental load is just as punishing. Every serve, every pass, every block comes with pressure. Every misstep can shift momentum. Every set requires total focus, lightning reflexes, and the ability to anticipate the opponent's strategy when one tiny misread leads to a lost point. The blame is immediate, sometimes internal, sometimes public. Social media amplifies the scrutiny. One missed dig, one misaligned block, one failed serve, and a clip goes viral in seconds. Fans, commentators, analysts, and algorithms judge the performance before the player even catches their breath. The mental recovery can be harder than any physical injury. Yet volleyball players keep coming back. They return to the court day after day. They endure the pain, fatigue, and scrutiny because of the love for the sport. Because the game is bigger than themselves. Because the team depends on them. Because those fleeting moments of brilliance, the perfect spike, the game-saving block, the rally that flips momentum make it all worth it. Volleyball is a team sport, but it is also intensely individual. Your performance is constantly on display. Your mistakes are public. Your triumphs are often unsung. And this duality, they need to be both a team player, a flawless individual adds a layer of stress. Few people understand. Modern training is unforgiving. Eye-enhanced sessions monitor every jump, spike, and movement. Nutritionists track recovery and optimize diets. Psychologists guide players through pressure management and focus strategies. Yet, when the ball is in play, it all comes down to instinct, timing, and courage. And humans are fallible. Every match tests limits physical, emotional, mental. Every rally stretches endurance. Every spike risks injury. Every point carries weight. Burnout is common. The emotional strain is immense. The pressure is constant, but despite it all, volleyball players endure because they thrive on those rare, electric moments. The rally that turns a set around. The spike that leaves the crowd roaring. The block that changes the course of a championship. Those moments are fleeting, but they define careers. They are the fuel that drives athletes to keep returning day after day, year after year. The truth is stark. Being a volleyball player really does suck at times. The sacrifices are enormous. The attention rarely comes for the right reasons. Every day demands everything. Every mistake is magnified. And yet, the love of the game persists. Behind every spike, there's a player who has sacrificed sleep for practice. Behind every block, a player who has battled through an injury. Behind every serve, someone who has endured self-doubt and mental fatigue. Fans see the outcome, but they rarely see the journey. And it's that journey, the pain, the grind, the moments no one watches that makes the game so unforgiving. Because volleyball players aren't just athletes, they are warriors. They risk injury, stress, and public scrutiny. They endure endless training and relentless mental pressure. They face expectations that most people could never imagine, and they keep going. So why does it really suck to be a volleyball player? Because the sacrifices are constant, the scrutiny is relentless, the pain is ongoing, and the margin for error is microscopic. But perhaps that's what makes them extraordinary. The resilience, the courage, the willingness to give everything, every spike, every block, every dive. For the love of the game, for their team, for themselves. They are the unsung heroes behind every highlight reel. The silent warriors who endure hours of repetitive drills, intense conditioning, and mental strain. The athletes who feel the pressure of expectation at every jump, every pass, every serve. And still, they return to the court because this sport is more than a game, it's life. Smash that like button if you've ever admired someone who pushes through impossible odds. Which volleyball player inspires you the most? Drop their name in the comments. We want to know who keeps defying limits. And don't forget to subscribe, because tomorrow, we've got a behind-the-scenes story about another athlete whose sacrifices will leave you speechless.